TK's on. Little TK, where you at, my sister? You entered the tavern, right? Let's see if I can find it so I can get the same one you got. Cause let's do all of theirs. Cause they're kind of like a guild or something. Yeah. Let's do all theirs at once. Or try to. It depends how the level is.
Greetings, Milk. We are. That's the spirit. What's a centuries-old cursed bloodline in the face of unmitigated bravado? Enter the banished cells, stay a while. Maybe bother a ghost. If you come out alive, see me at the tavern in Volkelgard. We'll talk. This one doesn't help. This one has already done his due diligence, seen his share of dangerous delves. His job is strictly to send the uninitiated head first into unknowable terror. But good luck in there. You'll come back with a story for sure. We're experienced adventurers. We can teach you skills and tactics a soldier cannot. Our battlefields are the deeps of Tamriel. There's also a cache of weapons and equipment found on our adventures for sale. Much more exotic than the local armory. Out by the old Release tombs, you'll find the banished cells. It's just a rumor, but I've heard there's an undead king there. And he's quite a handful for those who guard him. Sounds worthy of a visit. How often do you get to see an undead king?
How dare he say he's gonna send me somewhere and then he don't want to help you? Rude. Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo. What are you doing? There. Use those daggers. Trying to level up the dagger skill. Outside the city, oh, it's indoors somewhere, huh? So that's the Mage's Guild. I'm not gonna go in there and get their quests yet. Where you at, Rita? You're making something for your character? You making something for him? Yeah, we're doing our stuff first. Oh. Where the hell people are finding Emily know where we're at? Well, I got it on the thing. It's a cave somewhere. Where'd you go? Where are you at? Oh. I didn't see this one over here. Let's go travel around the world because everybody. Whoa, what is that? You see it? Is that where we going to? Ooh, what is that? Ow! Wait, it's a join thing or something? Oh, did we just miss an event? What's going on? So confused. Looked like we missed something big. I'm just jealous of all these people's things they got on them. What happened here? It was a big huge monster. And we missed it. I was wondering why the place looked all empty. Hmm.
It's all the way up there. And we're all the way down here.
He really want us to go all the way down there? Well, let's get all the freaking quests from the freaking city then, so we won't be running back and forth. Bitches. Might as well go in the mill, the Mages Guild and stuff too to get their stuff. Cause then when we get all their stuff, we probably will be going out all over the place, and then we probably make it up there. Whoa! That guy jumped down with his big huge polar bear. Okay, here go the Mages Guild, so I might as well just go in. Get out of my way. It's like 4 quests in here.
A fascinating application of the technique.
You and I.
You saw him too, right? Wait, how are you talking to him? I'm not talking to him.
If you want to join the Mages Guild, please see the Magister. I have pressing issues I must attend to.
Wait. Oh, it's because you're talking to him. I was like, I gotta talk to this dude.
Now, I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
Do you see something you like?
Fenris?
Don't let this theory of non-conjoined thaumaturgic vectors throw you. It's really quite simple.
Kind of like the Mages Guild in here.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I. Finally! I was beginning to think you'd... Glad to see that my calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the Great Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I. I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone.
Tell me about this message.
Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but her words made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away. 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections. It means you need to find the Oracle and make sure she's all right. I've enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bleak Rock, near her last known location. And take this Medallion of Summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises. As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go? Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra. Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, the home of the Schick Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance. You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article. Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Schick Order with warnings we could act upon. The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mariv foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamlin. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. It makes her useful to the Schick Order. Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wyrrises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her. So get to it! Go save the Oracle! Then get her to tell you more about her vision. Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off. Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map.
Okay, that was funny.
Welcome. Are you here on Mages Guild business?
Wow, you got a nose ring and you have that voice.
Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body. still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Thank you.
We still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower.
Whoa! Where the fuck you get that? I hate you so much.
Never, I repeat, never attempt to draw magicka from the environment like this in the field. Disaster will be your only reward.
Oops, I thought it was like... Hello? Enchantment. Oh, I got a point in clothing by looking at the bookshelves. Yeah, look on the bookshelves. You can get some points and skills. You will increase. They'll do away to one of these. Should just fall down there.
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. Certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of decades. Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts.
Grunt noise.
Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Enchanters harness the possibility of runes. Potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchant. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence, and aspect are the fundamental components of glyphs. Collect one of each variety before you return. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from starlight.
Who else am I supposed to talk to?
Ah, yes, that's just... Well met, Adept. I believe I may... New members of the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The ruins of Ondel are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes. We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the eyes of the Queen notice something. The intelligence arm of the Aldmeri Dominion. Personally loyal to Her Majesty Queen Irene. My understanding is that many of their members used to adventure with Her Highness during her wild days.
Okay, I got all of them in here. Yep, I don't see none of those. Going outside. I'm gonna get another one. Let's get everything in here first. Yeah, look at that. When after you just did the Mages Guild stuff, it's less crowded on there. What's going on? Oh, there's a duel happening. Equally matched, both of them with their little daggers, beating the crap out of each other with their little clubs. Oops, and you went through the wrong stuff.
Stop before someone gets hurt!
Everybody just fighting outside.
You certainly like racking up bounties, don't you?
Greetings to you both.
Oh no, that's towards the ship, right? Yeah.
Welcome. You stand amidst the... Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just get your feet wet. I can offer you a greater challenge after you've learned the ropes.
Okay. The rest of these are from boats. You hear me, Sharita?
Huh?
The rest of them are kind of like boats. Like, take you out of here to those other quests. This person's sneaking around. Like, where is everybody?
Who wouldn't want such a cozy little home? You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that.
What sort of it?
I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great, and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here.
Okay, I'm interested.
Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours.
You get a free room, Sharita. I'm getting a free room. I can dump all my stuff that I don't want to carry around.
Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
So, where I go? I go in my room? So you go there and go to... Open housing collections. Got my first house. You get it for free. You get an inn room for free. Like a little house. Isn't there? Is where that little fountain is. It's one of the houses in the fountain. She's one of the quest markers. She's one of the dark quest markers. Yeah, I think head up there. Up there. Yeah, I think she's to the left. No. Near the the shrine thing. Yeah, she's one. Yeah, she's indoors. That way, in that place. Well, it's little. That's the only thing I got it. So I need something to place my stuff in. That's true. Oh, I thought that it just... Need something so I can put some stuff in.
It's small like the freaking picture.
Yeah.
This is a small room.
Yeah, that's what I said. Put a dresser in here. Might as well just buy the bed too. Okay, good. I will place it. You can buy it. There. Oh, I found a drawer, a little statue, and a dresser in here. There's a book. So far, which quest you have on? It's on the side, so I was wondering. For glory. Yeah, but you said it was so far away, so I said like grab other quests, and then if they go out, then we can. Look at this person digging in his little box of crap. So someone's in here pocketing people. Alright, so what should we do? Let's see. Let's see where the guild's quest is at. Oh, that's not far away. You got Enchanter's the long lost lore. Go down one. Oh, we gotta do that solo. Well, it also has the Enchanter thing up over there too. So we can do that with one stone. Yeah, since we didn't make it over there. So I'm gonna cause the Enchanter's stuff is over that way too. So we can get two done. Let me turn this